Good morning everyone. So we're back today for another video. I've had a wee break from it. As I say, it was a nightmare, just the weather and stuff, but it's been really nice here in Scotland for the last week. So I decided I'm going to do a wee video today. It's just a small driveway. I also need to go and remove an oil stain from a job, so but I thought this would be a nice wee one just to break myself back in with the videos. See, business is still really busy. It's just every week's filling up. I'm always kind of a month ahead. I'm always a month in advance at the minute. So long may it continue. Hopefully it will. So I've got a wee driveway to clean today, and then, as I say, I'm over to do that oil stain. A lot of sanding still to catch up with. I think I've got 5 to do, so I'm going to get that done over the weekend, and then that's me all caught up with everything that I need to do. But going forward, I'm going to try and get back to filming. As I say, I'll see how we go with things. I'm going to let you see the new machine in action. It's unbelievable. I actually wish I'd bought one sooner, if I'm being honest with you, but hindsight's a wonderful thing. As I say, it's an amazing bit of kit. As I say, my old machine, I used to run it on full power all the time. Like, I had it on full power to do most driveways. This thing, you don't even need it on full power at all. It's just unbelievable that, like, how different it is, how much quicker it makes cleaning, how easily it is to start. I don't have that issue with the machine yanking me in anymore. And I know people say you need to release the air pressure and stuff in the machine, but you do that. It's just because it's a cheap Chinese machine. It's no. I know it's a Hyundai, but I'm sure they're made in China. I could be wrong, but it's just a massive difference with that easy start valve. I would advise anyone to get one of them on the machine, because it's night and day for starting your machine. Yeah, I used to have a fear starting my machine, so I'd walk up and I'd be pulling the cord and I'd be like, oh no, is this going to pull me in here? Because it's horrible, or it rips it right out your fingers. It's no nice. So with this machine, it's an absolute dream to start. I love it. But what I've noticed is with my bin, it goes through the water like crazy. So my old machine, the bin used to fill and it would run all day. It would never run out of water. This machine, it runs out of water within 20 minutes of cleaning, and that's not even on full power. It's unbelievable. So I'll let you see what we're up against today, and we can get started. Right guys, so I'll just show you my setup now. As I say, I've changed my bin over, so I just let it fill from the top now. I don't have any valves on it. I could put a valve on it though to get this attached, but I just keep everything out my van now. It's so much easier. I don't want to have anything van mounted. I'm in the process. I'm going to change this over to a mobile reel, where I can wheel it on wheels, and I can wheel the reel about with me, because you're going to get jobs where you're not going to be able to reach unless you've got like hundreds of metres of hose. You're not going to reach, and also you're leaving your van open at jobs, which isn't good, especially where I stay in Glasgow area. You don't want to be leaving your van open. As I say, but this is the machine. Obviously I'll let you see it in that video, but it's so much easier. So what I need to do is I need to drill a hole to get this return to tank. So this is your return to tank valve, which means that you can leave your machine running constantly. You don't need to turn it off. You don't need to worry about the water going through the system and heating up, which bends all the valves inside the pump and stuff. So with this, you can just leave the machine running even when you're not working. With my old machine, you had to turn it off when you stopped working, because it can cause damage as the water's going through and it heats up. So with this, so what I do is I just put this on the top of the bin now, and then that lets the water return to tank at all times. So as I say, that just goes straight in the top of the bin, and then you've got your suction hose. Suction hose is weighted as well, and it's got a filter on it, so that just drops to the bottom of the bin, and as you can see, it goes all the way inside the bin like that, and you don't need to worry about anything catching. So it's just so much easier, if I'm being honest with you. Makes life so much easier. So we'll head down, I'll show you the job we're doing this morning. There we go. Your standard block paving driveway. A little side path as well I'm doing. So, all that to do. As I say, it's quite dirty. Come up lovely. And with this new machine, that surface cleaner is a beast, so I think I'll be able to use it on this. So that's the plan. But what I'm going to do first, get these drains cleared out, get these grids lifted, get these cleared out before I do anything. Hey guys, that's the drains unblocked. I'm also on queue fittings as well now. I think I said it in another video, but what a difference these things make. So, ST2600 gun, it's got an easy, so that's as much pressure as you need. See when you pull that, and it clicks in, and there's nothing kicking back on you, so it doesn't hurt your hands. It's also got a quick release. So just quick release, it goes right into there. Like so, and then I've got a turbo nozzle built into the end, so it's not on a quick release fitting, it's actually built into the end of the thing. And then I have another Q fitting for my rinse and stuff. So that's where we are. All the processes are done before we start the cleaning. Drains emptied, tank filling up, fuel in the machine. So now I'm just going to show you how easy it is to start this thing. So there's your easy start valve. So you switch that on, make sure it's open. Switch on your fuel, leave your choke on, switch on your power. Watch this, how easy this pulls. Now you just close this over. That's your return to tank. We're good to go. Right guys, that's the rinsing done, that's the clean done. All in all, for that full area, it took me 11 minutes with that machine. 11 minutes to clean that area. I know it's like in a small area, but that's still amazing. So now what we're going to do is get it rinsed. I'm going to brush all the rubbish away first. And I'm going to show you a wee technique to use when you're rinsing that a lot of guys that new starts will probably not be doing, which I'm telling you will help you so much. So I'll get set up to get this cleaned up, and I'll show you what I mean with the rinsing, alright? Right, so see when it comes to rinsing, you don't want to be rinsing it with your pressure right up. So if your machine allows it, you want to be putting the pressure, turn the pressure right down on the machine and the flow right down to basically where it's just ticking over. And what that does, it gives you a steady stream of water with no pressure in it. You can rinse the driveways amazingly. See when you've got loads and loads of pressure coming out the end of your nozzle, rinsing's a nightmare. It actually makes it harder than it would by doing this. So I'll show you what I mean. It's basically just ticking over. Then you turn your pressure. This is the other two fitting I've got. Lands the nozzles at the end, 40 degree, 25 degree, 15 degree and 0 degree. And then we're going to get it rinsed. But yeah, that's the best way to do it. And you'll see the flow, the difference in the flow coming out of the machine here. It's a nice steady flow with no pressure in it. And you'll be able to rinse perfectly with that. Right guys, that's the first rinse done. Just getting the majority of the stuff off, and then we'll get down to doing I'm going to get the chemical on now, and then once the chemical's dwelling, I'm going to have a wee conversation with you about what I learnt the other day, which is very, very I think all exterior cleaners should know this, because chemical's no joke. And tell you a wee bit about what happened in my life with it, and what I found out the other day, so it's really, really worth knowing. Right everyone, so you might have seen that when I was putting the chemical down, I was well wrapped up, hood up, respirator on. I'll go into the respirator in a minute, gloves on. So I don't know if any of you seen Jake Smout's live stream the other day, Monday night I think it was, where he had a chemical expert on from Pure Seal Route. And the guy went into detail about using chemicals, and he went into great detail on stuff like hypo, especially hypo and biocide, right? And so hypo is hypo's a bleach, right? But it lets off. It's a vapor, so it's called a vapor chemical. I'm sure that's what the guy said, right? And basically, you should always be masked up. You should always have your PPE on to the fullest extent. Because the bleach, the sodium hypochlorite, is a vapour. So even when you're putting that down, so I used to think you only had to wear the mask when you were spraying it with your X-Jet for droplets. You don't want to be breathing the droplets in. But it's not that. So even that stuff's on the ground, even when you're using a bucket and brush, it's letting off a vapour, which is going into your lungs, it's going into your nose, your sinuses, and it causes you all sorts of issues. So I don't know if any of you can remember, I've been really no well for months. For about 2 months I was ill. I felt like my lungs were really giving up on me. I'm asthmatic as well. And it's been caused by this, by using the bleach. I spoke to my GP about it. The GP went into length about the issue chemicals have on asthmatics especially. But I'm breathing that vapour in. And it's going into my lungs, and it causes illnesses like emphysema. It causes stuff like lung cancer. It's so dangerous, man. So see, when you see people online and they're not wearing masks to do any of it, the only word to describe those people is idiots. Complete and utter idiots, man. Just like myself, I wore it. I would always have it on with my X-Jet, always without fail, because I thought that was me protected. But I never really wore it with a bucket and brush method. The odd time I would. This is why I've been getting so ill. So see guys that say, oh, I've done it for years and stuff, and I'm not going to change now. It's going to catch up with them eventually. That stuff is so toxic. Getting droplets of it on your skin is so toxic to the human body. It causes so many issues for humans. Biocide on the other hand is different. That's no vapour based, so when that's on the ground it's fine. You can work round about it. But you should have a mask on when you're spraying it or you're applying it. But with the bleach, you should have that mask on from the minute you put the stuff down to the minute you stop the job, till that is rinsed off the driveway. You should not have your mask off when you're working in that area, because it's, as I say, it's vapour, so you're not even seeing it, you're breathing it in. I've not been able to smell for months. I've lost my complete sense of smell, my taste. It's all gone. And I've been really worried, and it's due to this. It's due to me not using chemicals safely. Also, you should have a handbook in your van for carrying chemicals that I've got, telling the emergency services what it is, how to deal with it if it gets spilt, and the first aid that's involved when you get it. Because if you're driving in your van and you don't have that folder in your van, see if you get pulled over, you'll get prosecuted. If you have an accident and the emergency services don't know what that is, it's in your van, it's spilt all over your van, you'll be prosecuted. If you go onto a site and the site manager asks you for your chemical certificate and you don't have it, you'll be kicked off the site. These are all things that I didn't know, that I'm in the process of fixing right now. When you're storing those chemicals at your house or anywhere, you should have them under lock and key. As I say, it's just, I've been so negligent towards this stuff, thinking it's fine that you use household bleach. This stuff's different. It's totally different. You need to be really safe with it. So even the mask that I'm using at the minute isn't the right grade for chemicals. So I need to get the chemical grade masks online, which I'm in the process of doing. These are no use. See these? I'm wearing it now because I don't have one. But this is for wood. This is for like if you're sanding or you're doing some painting in the house. This will not protect you against chemical. So it's a waste of money. If you're buying these, just stop buying them because they're no use. But I need to wear it today because I'd rather have some protection than none. But again, it's so important that you wear the right stuff. So you see it online every day, these American guys, and they're spraying it all over houses everywhere. They don't wear masks. It's crazy, man. So it's just a wee warning to people who aren't doing it. You're going to suffer later in life if you're not already suffering. If you're wondering why you can't smell anything, why your lungs are knackered, it's because of this. So you really need to keep on top of these things, because the last thing you might be getting is lung cancer or anything like that. It's just in case anybody didn't see it. When you're using hypo, have your PPE on at all times. It doesn't matter when. As long as it's down, when you're rinsing it off, have your PPE on. Alright? Hey guys, that's me done. As you can see, there's a load of standing water though. That's where your leaf blower comes in handy. If you're rinsing standing water away with more water, you're basically just chasing your tail all day. You just use the leaf blower and blow all the excess off the drive. Guys, that's us done. Job's a good one. Not bad for the first one back, for the first video. Nice wee easy one. Now I'm off to Barhead now to do an oil stain removal. Using Resi Block, so I'll do a wee film on that one. Using the Resi Block, show you how to do that. Get that video up during the week hopefully. Alright. But I'll let you just see. Heck. Even with the leaf blower, the water will just somehow find its way back to the shallowest point, so the lowest point, sorry. So, but look at the difference, man. I love cleaning this red monoblock. It's beautiful when it comes up. Everything rinsed, all the walls all rinsed down. Look at this path, bright red, beautiful. Another lovely day's work. 2 hours it took me, so not too bad. So that is us. Another video, guys. If you could like and subscribe to the channel, that would be great. And as always, anybody, if you need any help, just message my Instagram or my Facebook. I'd really appreciate it. And thanks again. Alright, see you in the next one.